Hello friends! Welcome back to Health Highlights, where I spend the time learning about all things health and bring you the highlights. Some people are interested in living longer and some are not. Many of the people that are not interested in living longer are most likely not living well. They don't feel their best. They don't have purpose or excitement about life and might be lonely. If they could feel great, feel happy, and feel connected, why wouldn't they want to live longer? Many people don't know that they don't have to feel bad. They have a lot more control over their well-being than they realize. They don't realize this because of how our world is set up today. We have built a very comfortable world. Our bodies don't face much adversity. Our temperature is controlled with heating and air conditioning. We don't have to move much, and food is constantly around. Our bodies didn't evolve in these conditions, and they have become complacent. We are meant to encounter adversities. This causes our bodies to fight back, which makes it healthier. This is called hormesis. Basically, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Exercising, skipping a meal, facing extreme temperatures activates an ancient mechanism in our bodies that protects it against decay, disease, and the root causes of aging in an effort to survive. We want to do the opposite of what modern life gives us. There are 9 known causes of aging and 3 main mechanisms that help control these aging processes. The first mechanism involves sirtuins. Sirtuins do many things. They protect the cell from damage, they repair things, they reduce inflammation, and boost memory. They are very important for long-term health. The second mechanism is mTOR, which evolved to sense protein intake, primarily branched-chain amino acids that are in meat. So when you eat a lot of meat, mTOR will be stimulated. The problem is mTOR is a signal for growth rather than survival. So if you eat a lot of meat, you are not stimulating your longevity. When fasting and you don't have a lot of amino acids coming in your stomach, mTOR will be shut down, and that's a hunker-down survival mechanism. The third mechanism that helps control the aging process is AMPK. It registers the amount of energy in the body, sugar for example. When sugar levels are low and insulin is low, AMPK will be boosted into activity, and the result is more mitochondria and less inflammation. We want more sirtuins, less mTOR, and more AMPK. How do we get more sirtuins, less mTOR, and more AMPK? Hunger is one way. In 2005, Dr. David Sinclair published a paper that showed that animals that had been eating less and had low levels of insulin and another related factor called IGF-1, or insulin growth factor, boosted levels dramatically of the SIRT1 protective longevity gene and showed it protected against DNA damage. When we're hungry and we skip a meal or two, it boosts up our longevity genes and they take care of us. We know that if we boost longevity genes in animals, they live longer and are healthier, they stay fitter for longer, and die much quicker at the end of life. In human history, fasting has been considered one of the healthiest things you can do. There's a lot of evidence that skipping meals is not only good for you, but will make you live longer. Another study was done on 10,000 mice. They were on different diets, different amounts of protein, carbs, and fat. Then the mice were split into 2 groups. One group got food all of the time and nibbled on it all day, and the other group got 1 meal per day. They ate for an hour only. Those mice gorged themselves and ate almost as much as the ones that were grazing. It didn't matter what the food was, the mice that ate only once a day lived dramatically longer. It isn't about what you eat, it is about when you eat. We are all different schedules. Some are hungry in the morning and some are not. Some are hungry at night and some are not. Some can go 3 days without eating. Some just can go the morning without eating. We are all genetically different, have different microbiomes, and different food preferences. It's complicated. To help make it easy, if you're not starving at breakfast and you prefer dinner, skip breakfast. If you can do without dinner, skip that. But do one of them so that you can go a long period while sleeping without food. Your body will protect itself and repair itself. You can take it one step further if you'd like. Skip lunch as well. Work your way up to this by skipping just breakfast at first. You may fail if you go straight to not eating all day. One adaptation that needs to happen is your liver needs to learn to put out glucose to keep steady blood levels so it's not going up and down throughout the day. This takes a while, but once you get there and your microbiome is optimized and your liver is happy, you will find it hard to go back to eating the old way. You can have black coffee or tea and water to help stay feeling full. At dinner, have a reasonable dinner. Don't stuff yourself or you may not sleep well. This saves money, makes you enjoy food more, and you will feel great. If you can get through the first 3 or 4 weeks with willpower and hot beverages, you won't feel tired or have the afternoon slump. You will find you don't need to eat lunch and won't get that afternoon slump that is caused by an insulin increase after the lunch meal. You will look and feel great. People that eat the way Dr. David Sinclair does have just as much energy as people on keto. Ketogenic diets on their own aren't horrible. Ketosis can be a great state to be in. Here is the problem. There is a trade-off. Your body either wants to grow and repair or hunker down and survive. It switches depending on how much and what you are eating. Growth hormone gives the body the signal to grow and repair, and when you don't have a lot of growth hormone, you don't grow, and you hunker down, and you actually survive longer. This has been shown a lot in worms, mice, and human populations that have mutations in a growth hormone receptor. These humans are shorter, but highly protected against diseases of aging. If you are eating a lot of meat, taking a lot of testosterone, or shooting yourself up with growth hormone, you will feel great because your body is in growth mode, but that is at the expense of long-term survival. Dr. Sinclair chooses to be in energetic mode, but have his body protected by the ravages of aging. His body is defending itself in a way that eating a lot of meat doesn't do. If you are interested in learning more, you can get Dr. Sinclair's book, Lifespan: Why We Age and Why We Don't Have to. I will include a link in the description bar below. Thank you for coming along on our health journey together. I hope this brief introduction into the aging process was enlightening. My next video will spend more time on what we can do to slow the aging process. Let me know in the comments if you ever skip meals. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any health highlights. Until next time, here's to health.